day, everybody. This is a Florida Golden Girl. Today's travel adventure takes me to the town of Christmas, Florida. So, the last settlement village that we toured was in Kissimmee. So, I'm out here in Christmas, Florida, doing some filming. And so, I wanted to take advantage of Fort Christmas Historical Park. So for those interested in things like this Christmas was a settlement village, primarily agriculture, and the park is free. So this is a Florida Heritage Site, and I wanted to take you along for a little tour. I hope everybody's having a good day. It's super early in the morning, and there's a couple of other people, but what I wanted to do was just see if I can get up early. My sidekick's not here. My sidekick fussed and saying, oh, you know, blah, blah, blah. It's not safe out there. And he didn't want to come with me, so what was I going to do? So, according to our map, what does this say? Let's read this for a moment. So this gives a little bit of history. It says 1837, a force of 2,000 Army and Alabama volunteers arrived near the spot to conduct a supply depot. The United States of America was in the middle of the Second Seminole War, with the Battle of Okeechobee taking place on the same day. So it says a company of 80 soldiers remained encamped. The war progressed, moves in a different direction. Supplies were not needed, and so this was abandoned in 1838. The war ended. Excuse me. Rip. Okay, so let's read on. So the war ended in 1842, etc., etc., and it says so. Basically, they got into the act of homesteading. Remember, encouraging people to come out to Florida, you know, knowing that the weather's really jacked up. They offered homesteading, which means is they grant you a specific amount of land. So much land is dedicated to home and hearth, and then the other acres are dedicated to agriculture. And now, how it worked with crop, I have no idea. But this is an historic home. Isn't this cute? So it just says historic home, and I'm going to open the door. Wow. Look at this, folks. So I guess... so when you come in, it's got... Oh, we've seen those before, haven't we, ladies? So, this belonged to somebody, but it goes back generations up there. And then they had a wood-burning stove. The time period, see, look at the wire, that old wireless. That's an RCA Victor, so this tells me early 20s, isn't that? And then the old TV, that's a 1960s TV right there. Oh, how do I know? My mother had one almost like that. And so, records by Eddie Arnold, a Reader's Digest, 1939. So when you come in, this looks like this would be part of the kitchen. So this is the cupboard where it would have irons and sewing machines, mixers, and blow dryers back then. My aunt had that silver one. See that? She had, my great aunt, she had money, folks. And so this would be where everybody would gather. So this would be considered the dining room. And then there's the sideboard where they put all the fancy china at. And then you've got a bedroom here. Doesn't that look familiar? My grandparents had something like that. It's a lady's dresser. I'll tell you what, I wouldn't mind having that the way it's decorated now. I wouldn't mind having that bedroom. I think that's pretty cool. And then so, here's another bedroom. This looks like this would be a boy's bedroom. I'll tell you, the people that lived here had to have had some money. And then this is the kitchen. So there's a wireless there. And then that's the handles backlight. That's a mixer, like an alcoholic drinks mixer. Oh my gosh. Mason jars. And then this is the restroom. Oh, do I know that washer and dryer very well. And the reason why I say that is back in the 70s, when my older brother, he had one like that. I'll tell you what, they were pretty good. I don't know the year, but I imagine that's an early model. And then you had your pink bathroom. But that's, for this type of house, that's a big size bathroom. And then here is the kitchen. Look at that old, look at that. I'll tell you what, that's got some room. And all of that, that's Pyrex right there. That's refrigerator ware back in the back. That's deco area. That's 30s. And that's 40s right there. And then you've got your cake tins. Oh, look at that. Oh, you can't open that up. And look at that. That had this, to me, this all belonged to the owner. Oh, look at that. So you got pink depression glass there. Look at that. Look at that. So up at the top, you've got green depression glass. You got, that's peach lusterware right there. That's all pink depression glass. So that was 30s. And then this is a cake, these are cake plates. That's Vaseline glass, uranium glass, uranium. And that's all 30s, folks. Look at that. This must have belonged to the owner. I guess, and then naturally they had some canning. I wouldn't even attempt to have that. But look at this oven. Oh my gosh, what a treat. That's clean. So it's a 4-burner. And then look at that. That's a Roastmaster. And then, wow, and it's all push button. This must be a fancy one here. You could put roasts and stuff there, but yeah. Look at that. And so this was the farmhouse. So whoever owned this property had money. That's for sure. So as people are entering, I am exiting and we're on to the next house. So I guess this remains they put together a little settlement village. But you know, back in the day, people didn't live close to one another. Even as settlement villages, as time went on and things progressed. So here, they moved this building from one other spot for another, but this is, it's the U.S. Christmas Post Office as it was in 1948. So they must have moved it, and they're bringing it here so they can restore it. And so I'm looking at, so that must have been what's called the Parton home in 1953. So Dixie and Emma Parton built their first home and planted a large citrus grove. And 40 years later, they built the house with indoor plumbing and electricity. And then that's the barn right there. So that's Parton House right there. And so this is a 1932 school lunchroom. So if you remember the Little Rascals and Miss Crabtree, this would be what the kitchen would be like. Ooh, look at that old stove, folks. That's a wood burner right there. Now, I've seen those. That's an early model. That's a 19... Yeah, they're not gonna let you. But that was the gas right there. And then that must be a boiler. And then this must be another oven, a later oven. So these were the ladies that were the lunchroom cooks. Scary bunch, aren't they? So they came in here and they must have prepared all of the school lunches for the local school. And then here's some historic irons. And then there's a wash tub. But yeah, this is what the school kitchen would look like. 1930 school lunchroom. So we're gonna go out the other entrance and we're gonna go over to the next building, which is located to your left. Yeah, see, it gives. So it's at Union School. So let's see, is Miss Crabtree here? Now, those that don't know, Miss Crabtree was the teacher from the Little Rascals. So can you just imagine what it must have been like for kids back then? So this is Union School. It was established in 1906. So mostly it was a one-room schoolhouse. And then eventually, as time went on, they enlarged it. And then from there, the school became the hub of all the social activities within the Christmas area. So, and it was open until 1969. So, let's Can you just imagine what learning was like? Let me tell you, I think I mentioned in the Kissimmee settlement village that we toured, and they had a school there. Ooh, fancy. Learning was taken very seriously. That's an old manual typewriter. And so this must have been the library. So you actually can, or for your pleasure, but handle with care. I'm sure they're not going to let you have one. I wish. Yankee feathers. I see these in antique stores. Look at that. And so these are Underwood. It just shows you how much they cost back then. And $45 was a lot of money. And this is an old Victor adding machine. Wow, look at that. And then there's your 10 key right here. And so before drinking fountains, students used collapsible aluminum cups. And then I guess there's report cards. Oh, I had that. You see that? I had that. You can't find that anywhere, but yeah. And then the Fisher Price Playhouse School, I had that as well. Oh my gosh. This is hilarious. Oh, the eraser, I had something like that. Oh, wow. And so this is Jeanette Hodges. She attended school here, was raised here. She never married. Wow. I remember sitting on chairs like those. They're uncomfortable as anything. So we're gonna go, that must have been the room that they added. So this is the original schoolroom. And folks, yeah, this is, oh my God. This is hilarious. Look at this. So this is what a 1906 one-room schoolhouse looked like. And the way that the kids were grouped was not according to age, but according to learning. So, and this is small. But I'm telling you, there's McGuffey's eclectic readers, and that was. Let me tell you, they took you recite the Pledge of Allegiance each morning. You took learning seriously. If you didn't know, you were embarrassed. And that was not to really do anything wrong to the kid, but if you didn't want to learn, give that space to somebody else is how that was viewed. And kids back then, they helped out on the farm. None of this, well, I want an allowance. I'm only going to work so long. That ain't how it worked. When you worked on a farm, and even now, everybody pitched in together. Kids may have milked the cows or gathered eggs. Yeah. Everybody pitched in. It's tennis courts over there. And that's just more wooded area. That's a play area over there. But things, like I said, it was a different way of life back then. That's the school bell. And knowledge was considered a way of bettering yourself. And so if a kid had the potential to go on for higher learning, then the community as a whole would make the decision to help them out. But nothing is done for free. And so, and that's it, they pulled the resources together, but somehow that kid would come back and help out, or if he made money or whatever, then he would give back in some way, shape, or form. So, like I said, most of Florida was all settlement towns, and we've toured quite a bit of those. We've toured cemeteries. We have quite a few more of those to go too. But that's the small settlement area. I mean, it makes sense not to charge anybody because all you're doing is seeing a few rooms and blah, 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 and that's about it. Well, folks, something interesting to do. My sidekick would have loved this, especially when it's free. But like I said, Christmas is a small little town. Nothing fancy. I think it's famous, where tourists come here around Christmas time and mail Christmas letters for the grandkids. So the post office does get a little more extra work, and it's just a small, I've toured through back roads. And so, yeah, I think it was a pleasant, it looks like that's a brand new basketball court right there. But yeah, I think that was an enjoyable visit, folks. And I want you to like, subscribe, click that notification bell to let you know when a new video will be uploaded. Tell a neighbor, tell a friend, tell the dog, the cat. Word of mouth is how my channel grows. And I appreciate each and every one of you folks. I want to thank you for coming along on this summer series. More travel adventures to follow. Thank you for watching from Christmas, Florida. So long for now. No pets. Interesting.